20 minutes.
34 feet at one place,
How much?
34 at one
Yeah,
place.
that's deep water. That's deep in the lake, isn't it?
That's deeper than, well, maybe this building.
Yeah.
You know, that whole area though, it's like that. It just don't,
It's so dry and it's
just dry and
You need to
they
get a
got,
remote where you can turn it on and off.
these roads, they just go up and down, and just every dip, you'll see a thing with a rain gauge in it.
it's dangerous here.
It's gonna be practice.
That stuff comes so quick.
You never played pickleball yet?
No, I've watched.
No, I ain't played pickleball. You ain't played pickleball. How are we supposed to know if it's any good? You know Daniel ain't played.
It's a lot. I've only seen one couple down there. That's all I've seen.
I would think it'd be awful hot to be playing.
I don't
that.
have much lateral movement anymore. I'm more of a get my weight going one direction. I'm all right. I lost that lateral movement.
Yeah, I saw it. Which neighbors, but worried about that. Neighbor Robert F. Yeah. Did a YouTube crash on his phone. It said my free trial went out. I didn't know I had a free trial.
Well, you been down seeing that El Compadre they redid down there in Town Mine?
I've been by it, I haven't been in it.
I haven't either. Boy, I went by, that thing's not.
The one at Paoli. They have crabs there on Tuesday night for some reason or other. I don't
Is that the kids eat free night?
know. I don't know.
Maybe
They had a sign out, kids eat free, and I thought, boy, that'd be fun.
margarita night.
Yeah, that'd be a big night.
Same night should be.
Probably Taco Tuesday.
How's the,
Well, that's what they have down here, I think, on Tuesdays.
how's the food truck? So they still coming in pretty regular?
Well, yeah, they didn't do it tonight, after weather, but they
Yeah,
have been.
yeah.
I still think it's overkill. I think you cut it back and make it more of a special occasion one night.
I don't know.
Yeah, like twice a month or once a
Yeah.
month. Yeah, I
I
agree.
think there's flooding too much.
Yeah, I do too. Well, and try to get different food trucks too.
There's not so
That's-
many.
Yeah, that's the thing, you know.
Most people can't afford to go out and eat every week.
But I think most food trucks, you know, they're at festivals and you know, county fairs. I mean,
I can tell you in Katy, in Houston area, there are food trucks
Yeah.
everywhere.
yeah.
I mean, they have big parking lots, maybe 20 of them.
Yeah.
Just-
Yeah.
I mean, there's good food on it.
Usually, you know, because if they're good enough to have a truck, they do something really well. You know, there's one in Bloomington called Dollar Kebab and it does Heroes. It's amazing.
Yeah, I seen him up on the bench.
I signed in, you guys can approve them later. That's not on yet, is it?
Yeah, you know.
Good grief.
It's a whole new world.
Bobette asked me, she said, are you wearing that old t-shirt? You're gonna be on TV.
I don't know if YouTube's TV.
Yeah.
You tell her she's lucky to have a shirt on.
Yeah.
Well, if it works, we're okay.
Yeah.
All right, we're good. As far as I can tell. We on it, thank you all day. Back on the normal. When I come back on, I cut back to the South of River Bridge, and it rained all the way from there to Co-op, and then it quit. That's what John said, the vapor, it ran like heck.
This fella here, does he have his, going through the schooling and everything?
No.
No.
And that's the thing right now is the big push. Like the sheriff's department wants it real bad. But they are suffering so bad that they're just, I don't know if it's even legal or not, but they're just taking applications of academy graduates, already
Yeah.
tier one graduates, because they've lost, they got Zach's spot didn't get filled. They lost the guy to Paoli PD again. And then
So where they're getting ready to, maybe they already did, they're gonna start charging $8,000 if you leave the first year. The county,
Yeah,
did you see that?
I'll put it in the paper.
Huh?
I put it
Well, I
in the
guess you
paper.
would, yeah, I guess you would. Since you put it in there, you probably did read it, yeah.
look at that new law that come out.
Yeah, I
too.
was gonna bring that up tonight.
I don't think there's nothing wrong with that personally.
The new law allows us to recoup training, uniforms, all kinds of stuff, but the game
That ought to be
agency,
included too.
yeah, has to reimburse you. It could be the year's salary and everything, which is good. It keeps you guys from jumping shit so young, but all that's, I mean, 3 years isn't very long from our perspective, but from a guy wanting to move up to a bigger department, you know.
On that gutter.
But that puts more teeth into it, having that, because some guys are trying to get attorneys to fight these, it's being signed under duress and everything else.
The thing of it is, I guess,
My question, why you.
if you sign it, you know what it is,
The
right?
only thing, I think, like,
If they
like
look
we
at it,
talked about before, I
they'll look
think
at
we
it.
just have to be able to
It
justify
should
the
be
number. Like, you can't
Right.
put $1 million.
Right.
But, you know, but if if
Yeah.
you can justify, yes, we have that much in them between the time they go up there, the car we provide, the clothing.
You
Then
think the
it's
county
reasonable.
can justify their 8,000?
Oh, I do.
You think
I
so?
mean, I'm not.
I just
familiar with
ordered-
it. Yeah.
Yeah.
I just ordered 2 pairs of pants and 2 shirts, and it was almost $500. I mean, that's how expensive gear is. A vest, $1,200. A gun, $600-700.
And the vests are custom fit, right?
Yes, they are.
Like that's your vest, like somebody
Yes.
else really can't wear it.
Technically, no,
Right,
and it's not good for 5 years.
right. Yeah, I remember they age out.
Yeah.
Wow. Yeah, I could believe it.
I can easily see it.
You don't want to swing them through it.
The only thing I don't know is like if
Let's
somebody signs that, let's say you sign that, right? You're young and your wife graduates from medical school.
Yeah.
And, hey, I've got to leave.
I think there needs to be a hardship clause. in there
But you know,
somewhere.
yeah, because you know, he's not leaving. He's leaving because his wife's got
Right.
employment somewhere else.
Right.
And
Or a
She's,
military-
and she's going to be the primary wage earner, you know?
Try telling somebody that's married to a military member that, oh, you can't leave. 'cause
Yeah.
They would crucify you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There has to be some reasonableness.
Yeah. I think
They're
that-
just jumping ship just because they wanted to jump to Bedford or Pale
Right.
or.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
And I always tell them, who gave you the opportunity to step into this career field? So don't do the damn thing.
Yeah.
But some people, I can't be here for training, right? I don't work in the rain. You know many people over in Bedford, Caden's grandpa is Rick Norman. Had Rick's automotive up there forever, up behind, down from Danny Carter Funeral Home. I've known his dad. I've known his grandpa for probably 25 years, super good guy. This little Jerry Ford got this
For what?
domestic battery in Florida. Then he found it out, Robert, they had no contact with the trace. Went to his ring camera and got a hold of her. His mom and dad went to their house and wanted all the money out of the safe, so they get the hell out of the house and called the police. Showed them the ring camera videos, I was down there and it couldn't go on.
From, he's in Florida,
Yeah.
being held down there.
Yeah. Should be, I had to work all this for.
Yeah, some jurisdictions, like, you know, it's like a 5-day hold or a 72-hour hold.
Well,
or-
I think it's 24 hours.
Right.
We got a train over there. We'll talk, get it set up. And Judge Crimmett said, "It's a second domestic battery charge in our state. And probably no contact."
Oh, okay.
And his official residence is probably up here.
Yeah.
So, yeah, he's in a different category.
You're a flight risk. They're not actually like a for domestic battery. I would think it's for.
Like,
Most of those states are just happy if you don't come back.
Right.
I mean, if it's just a reason for you not to come back.
Drug charge, they get charged with possession of cocaine. Okay, here, we don't care.
Yeah,
Keep your cocaine in Indiana.
right. Howard, you gotta get a new phone, buddy.
It's getting beat up, but it still works. Well, I can't get me new.
You didn't beat up much, Steve.
Clock. Have to pledge allegiance. Randy, would you, record?
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Heavenly Father, we just thank you for the day. We thank you for the opportunity you give us to come in and conduct the business of the town, Lord. We pray for safety for our employees and give us the wisdom to make the right decisions according to your will. We pray all this in Jesus' holy name. Amen.
Okay, welcome. Welcome all the guests. Everybody read the minutes of the last meetings?
I have, and I make a motion.
Well, there's something needs to be added on that summer governing about why we accepted the idea.
Oh,
I
okay,
put some language on those minutes.
all right. So we have one addition to the, which was it, the
It just says,
Thursday night
the
meeting?
reason we did it was because it included more material than the computer quote.
Okay,
June 19th.
June 19th, okay. All right, motion with that.
I would make that motion with that amendment.
Second.
Agenda.
Second.
All right, all those in favor of approve the minutes, say aye.
Aye.
Minutes approved. Okay, with the reports, so our chief was not here, okay. I read his report, so I guess he was gonna talk about something else.
Yeah, and I sent you another email about, it was about Lane, about fire at Lane, and I sent you a separate email.
I didn't see that, so I'll look at it later.
Okay.
All
That
right,
doesn't require any action on it.
So I think it's just for you to have some input if you want.
Is it one out in the country or one in town?
I want it Lane.
Lane.
Oh, Atlanta, okay, that's right.
they're out here at JSI, right? The old JSI building.
No, that's Randall.
Down where Reynolds used to be. The old-
Oh, okay, so it was out there. Yeah.
Is that just a mutual aid call?
Yeah.
Okay, police department.
Only news I got is Officer Hubbard, who is our SRO for the high school, has decided to move on and gain employment with the Orange County Sheriff's Department. He will type up a letter of resignation for me to provide for you tomorrow that if you know wherever you want. He appreciated the opportunity, wanted to let you guys know, he appreciated the opportunity to be our SRO. He just thought it was a better fit for him right now to go to the Sheriff's Department. With that being said, I looked at my manning and I looked at my personnel, and I think the best fit by far for the position of SRO would be Officer Riddle. He's mid-40s. He's got a few years under his belt now. I'll work day shifts, so if there is questions or needs assistance with anything, myself or the assistant chief are able to help him with that. With his movement to the SRO position, I've also provided a application for Caden Lundy. Caden's very sought after right now. He's a young kid, but he does very good work. He's very astute. He learns quick. He retains things quick. There are other departments that are interested in him, but he really likes the way Orleans is, likes the department, enjoys working and learning off of Sergeant Henderson. So this is where he wants to be, and it'd be a great opportunity and a great fit for us. He understands our ideologies here. He understands the community and how we interact with our citizens. So I think he'd be a great asset.
He says his address is 709 Woodville, that's in Mitchell, isn't it?
Woodville is between Mitchell and Beverly, right behind.
Yeah, I know, with that church with the church.
Yeah.
I think you get an opportunity to look at it.
Do you want to have an executive meeting? Do you want to meet him and interview
Yes.
him?
I think we did talk to him before we make a final decision.
We could schedule a meeting with him.
Absolutely. You let me know
How
what's
soon can he go to work?
immediately. He's been working as a reserve in training right now, and he's putting in 40 hours a week.
You mean here?
Yes,
Yeah.
free as a reserve officer, and he's caught on really quickly and doing a really good job. So you tell me a date and time, and we'll have him here.
We have to give how many hours notice?
Well, yeah, do you want to do it like first next week or
Yeah.
Tuesday or Wednesday?
Yeah, Monday or Tuesday, either one's fine.
Well, I can't let
Okay,
Tuesday
Tuesday.
never paid long.
Tuesday's not good for you.
Well, after the afternoon is not bad, 1 o'clock or something, Tuesday afternoon.
Works for me, would that work for him?
That will work. And the effective date to start the SRO to go back to school was, talking to Mr. Ellis, was August 1st.
Okay.
I explained to him that in the interim, until we get things settled out with the council and the council confirms the decision, that Kelly, that is the SRO at the elementary school would be able to cover both schools temporarily if it needs be. But I'd
Okay,
like to get things hopefully moving fast enough that I can get him up there as school starts. And I have introduced him to Mr. Ellis and the board, and they're fine with Mr. Rowe coming up there.
okay. So it's 1 o'clock, okay?
Executive session Tuesday.
Yeah, you can post that for us.
So Tuesday at 1 o'clock.
Tuesday at 1 o'clock. Okay. Also, Riddle, is he okay with going to school?
He is. I spoke to him, and in no uncertain terms, I explained to him that my will, my way, but obviously you want to have people in position that are going to be productive and want to be
Yeah,
there.
right.
And he has 2 kids that are in elementary school and they're school age, so the schedule will actually benefit him tremendously being on day shift with 2 young kids.
Okay.
Also, and going over and supervising the games in the evenings and stuff like that. He normally goes to those with his family anyway, so it actually benefits him.
Okay, good.
But that's over above our contract, isn't it, the games?
Yes, correct. Yeah, they paid him separately for that.
Do we need to take any action on that?
I think as you can prove it. I'll make a motion that, what's his first name?
Caden.
Caden.
Oh, wow. Justin.
Oh, Justin Riddle.
Justin, I make a motion that Justin Riddle be agreed that it be moved based on.
I second
All right, in favor, say aye.
it. The school board has approved the SRO contract.
Right, I heard that on the
School's okay
news.
with him having.
Yes.
Yeah, you've already talked about
I talked to Mr. Ellis and the board.
Does this reflect any change in that?
Shouldn't, no, I think we had it all set up. I don't think we'd be ready to change any of that.
The school hasn't, they've signed off.
They got 11 applicants for the school board position so far.
No kidding.
Still got another week.
Wow, that'll be, but this be an appointment.
No,
Okay,
our agreement with the school, we've always just, it has to be someone agreed upon by us and then.
Yeah.
We've never named anybody just because of this fact.
Yeah.
We don't have to amend it, and that's why when we talked about setting a number on it, we can't just figure for
Who's
who's doing it.
right, exactly. We
It
just
has to
figured for a
be-
person.
Well, and, you know,
Yeah, a
Per
person.
position.
Yeah, a position.
yes, exactly. So,
And it's all good with him, so I think we're all good there.
Lower our cost for that contract.
Did you have anything else?
No, sir.
And we,
Yes, I just text him and Sergeant Harris to make sure there's nothing here. 1 o'clock Tuesday.
okay, water system, any updates other than what you had on your report? And I noticed you're gonna do I see some things out about the spot hydrants, so.
Yeah, we're gonna try and flush next week, trying to get that in before part-time help goes back to school. Hardware wise, everything's installed, and working. Software wise, we're still sorting some things out.
I see that.
It's
We're
getting,
getting closer, I can see that.
yeah, yesterday we knocked about 100,000 a day out of just moving some groups around, so. Hopefully it's,
Did we ever get any, refunds or anything on that water bill that they turned it on and closed that down? $2,800 water.
We did. I don't know, did we?
I don't know what we did
I'll
either.
have to verify.
Well, it's either gonna be DUP or the
Yeah,
outfit.
Yeah, it was supposed to be hydro.
I will check on that and let you know.
For the mobile break.
Yeah. You got anything else on the water?
No, I don't think we've done anything for the road. The CCR was all approved. I don't know if that was approved yet at the last meeting.
I don't think it was.
It's been approved, so we're okay for another year.
Okay.
But we do, one thing I might say, we need to work hard on, we've got 106, I believe it was, either unknown or galvanized required replacement. And we got till November 27 now to get those
Finalized.
identified and attempt
Yeah.
to replace the galvanized.
Solar Pale is going for a $2 million grant to replace their lead. I don't know what, they have a lot of lead there or, yeah, but I see where they were going for a $2 million loan, I think. Half of it's forgivable, the other half is,
They've been doing a lot of digging all around, all over Delaware, that leaks below.
yeah.
Commonwealth is, Matt Worth called me yesterday. They'd like to meet with the council after the work session in August, if you guys would be agreeable to that, like at 10 o'clock.
Okay. I'm okay with it.
Very reason why we.
Okay, Scott, sorry.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think they sent me a note about that in August as well, so. Wastewater's going well, we're staying in compliance. Plant's running good, we've had a couple of issues just getting parts. One of them came in, we've got the thing fixed, the other one we're still waiting on believe it or not, it's just a, what do you call it? Like, yeah. Basically, it's a pin that breaks,
Oh,
so that you don't break the gear, shear pin.
yeah, shear pin, okay.
Yeah, we've been waiting for shear pin for 4 weeks now. So I don't know what the holdup is. It must be a really special one. But the one side of the primary clarifier is not working. That said, we're making do with what's there, and he's doing some manual cleaning to keep it from smelling and the water flowing the way it's supposed to. So that's all. Well, that's why I told
No, you
him.
put a grade 8 in there, and then it won't shear anymore.
Yeah.
It's actually a
Shear
good thing.
pit
It
is
is.
small.
Really?
It's not-
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah, I bet it's an eighth of an inch
Hmm.
in the center.
So you go down to Toka
It's like an hourglass shape.
It's actually a good thing it did break, because what happened is the chain slipped, and if it kept going, it would end up breaking all those boards, and a lot more expensive than a shear thing. So, but we're gonna get that all taken care of when we get the parts in. Chris is off on vacation next week, so Sean will be down taking care of the last stuff and reviewing the plan each day. I talked with Commonwealth briefly the other day, updated them so they can turn in the quarterly report. That one has been submitted. So, and I know they were looking at funding and things for the project. So I'm pretty sure that's what they want to talk about on August. And that's all really that I have.
Any questions?
No, as a interlude to that, or talk about, Region 15 says we got our income survey at 56%, so we're certified to go after the Okra. We still have to figure out where we're gonna get the rest of the money, the private match. But anyway, that's exciting.
Oh, and I did talk to the egg company about the.
Riverview,
Yeah. They want to put an egg washing facility in, confirm that it wasn't gonna be too much for the system. And talk to them about what they need to put in, for pre-treatment in the lead. So basically a solids collection system for the eggshells and.
They're gonna crack them there too then.
Well,
If
they're
it
gonna
says
break a
washing-
few, well, there's always gonna be one or two that are gonna break, so that's.
Oh,
Are they
It's a
on
wash,
sewer
it's a
system?
wash.
yeah, there's a lift station. I mean, they would, but
They will be.
It will be.
there's a lift station out there.
Yeah, they're gonna hook up to that lift station by the airport,
Okay.
so, but their flow is low enough it shouldn't impact it.
Anything else? Sewer. Okay.
Oh, I did one other thing. We got a thing this week from Brady's report to IDM. Is everything in there you agree with?
I reviewed it, it was fine.
And I guess they finally accepted it. They had kind of questioned some of our delays, right? But everything,
So far.
they're okay with our delays now. Or our
They
region.
haven't sent us any more fines yet.
Yeah, so, okay. Okay, Daniel, What big oak tree in Congress Square?
Okay, that tree has been down there, it's one of the oldest trees we have, but we've tried to baby that along. It's on the southeast side of the square, and parts of it is dying. And I did have Tim Day come, he's a certified arborist that we worked with on stuff downtown. And he said that there's nothing can be done for the tree because the soil, the problem with Congress Square is that it's used so heavily that that's very compacted down there. We try to put mulch, we try to do things to support the plantings and the trees. But that's impacted that large tree, unfortunately, and the only thing can be done at this point is to remove it. And Daniel and I are concerned that we probably need to get it down until,
Is it south of the bandstand, I guess?
yes, yes.
They got a split trunk on
I don't know if it's got a split trunk, but if you look at it, parts of it, like half of
it. Half of it.
it's dead. But Tim says the tree is in theory just dying. And the only thing to be done is remove it. We did ask Pro Tree to give us a price, and he called us back for $2,500. He will take the tree down.
Get rid of everything.
But it's him getting rid of all the wood, grinding the stump, and us getting rid of it.
Let's get it one.
Get rid of the stump grinded.
Sounds pretty
We
reasonable.
need approval
It's
to
a,
do that.
it's a big tree.
It's a big tree.
Yeah.
I hate to see it go.
What do we pay for that?
Well, I paid out of park. Fund.
I'd make a motion that we approve the $2,500.
Me too. I'll say it.
Okay, set the bid at $2,500 to, take down the oak tree in Congress Square. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Pickleball courts. Think they're all up and running now.
Yeah, I don't have much update. I was hoping to fill all it up and plant grass this week, but obviously Mother Nature's not cooperating.
Okay.
It might correct me on the spelling of pickleball. It's one word.
Oh, it is? All right.
I heard that 2 words too.
You got a quote for painting the well?
Yeah, when Mike Dixon was superintendent, we had those well houses sort of restored the wood and the doors. We had those reduplicated so they matched the original 1915 material. And that hasn't really been painted. What we're talking about is trying to get the wooden doors, the window trim painted. And I had 2 quotes. The original one was from the lady that does most of our painting downtown, which is quite a bit. And then we asked Jason Tinkle to quote on it. And his is substantially less. But really, it's just scraping and painting the trim and the wood doors on the well house, not the whole block building. Just the green.
How are we doing on our other painting project?
It has been completed, and
Okay.
tonight we ask you to approve the payment for him.
Okay.
She must have thought we were doing a whole building or something.
She's really good, but
I'm looking at the other, just,
not
I
much.
mean, what is it, 2 windows and 1 door in each one of them?
$9,850 for one bid and $1,900 for the other.
I'll make a motion, we accept the 1,900.
I'd second his motion.
It's been motioned that we accept the low bid for the painting and seconded. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
Opposed? We take the low bid.
Where have I heard that name at before? He's done,
Well, he bid on the pole barns, so, we didn't go with him.
He's from Paola.
He's from Paola.
One other thing, the park down there for me, it's off the park. Does Gary Moore take care of the landscaping?
Yes, but we had a group, and he's gonna do some work on it. We had a group from the school that approached me back in May and June, and they wanted a community project. They wanted to go down there, and they had some money that they wanted to put by mulch. So they kind of led me to believe that they were gonna get that done in June. And so we kind of held back doing things because we wanted, if we get it all landscaped and redone, there's nothing for the volunteers to do.
So we were trying to give them an opportunity to contribute and give something back. So, but they didn't get their project off the ground, and they've since told me it'll probably be August. So Gary's going down there and do what he always does, which tries to.
There's some corn growing.
Yes, I received a report on that today.
Did you get those handicap swings or whatever?
Well, no,
No,
Daniel
we
and
got-
I are working on
Right,
that.
yeah, we've got the ones downtown, but we don't, yeah.
Daniel and I are working on a plan to add.
I drive by there and there's corn growing.
Well, we'll get that rectified.
Okay.
But we had a group that wanted to come forward and they volunteered and they wanted something to do.
Yeah.
So we were trying to give them an opportunity to get involved.
Yeah, but it makes sense, I understand, sure, okay. Daniel, did you have anything else?
I got an email this week, you were asking about the little hot dog stand.
Oh, yeah.
Parking lot.
Yeah,
That is belongs to Danny Williams, and he's gonna set it over somewhere next to his building.
okay.
And it looked like they were getting ready to pave this morning, I didn't pay attention this afternoon.
Well, I just noticed it was there and it looked like it was almost permanent.
He just asked if he could set it off there until he got his parking.
So
lot
he's
saved,
gonna move
so-
it whenever he gets to it, so, okay.
In connection with that parking lot, I talked to Justin Reynolds. He's been in a hospital real bad sick. He's back now. He's going to try to get that straightened up on that description of
Property.
that's 73. It's actually 8 feet or whatever, something like that. That other still belongs to Shane. That 23 feet that guy was talking about.
Yeah,
That actually still belongs to Shane. It wasn't included in the
in the
description.
sale, okay.
I'll tell another related matter to the parking lot. The house that Steve and Johnson
Linda,
owned for a little on the corner there. There's a fence. Well, that fence belongs to that house and it's all fell down. And it looks really bad and people think that's really our fence. So Daniel and I, we put some gravel along there originally, but I think we probably, the fence needs to come down if they're not gonna get it repaired. And maybe we plant some kind of plantings that kind of becomes a hedge or something
Mhm.
across where
just kind of divided.
behind
up.
our side.
So is the gentleman going to get rid of the fence or is he?
Well, I think we need to talk to him about
Yeah.
that.
I
We
think
have
we
not
talked
done-
about it one other
Yeah.
time about what
I
we might or
think
might not
we
do.
need to do something to kind of, because we've got a sign
They
there.
all pick it up and haul it off with it.
No, it wouldn't take long.
That's why, if he didn't care, of
Right.
course, yeah,
Maybe that'll be the one.
maybe we should try and do that. Okay. Anything else, Dan? Toby?
As of right now, Amy Mills has been notified again,
Mhm.
and I'm looking to try to get some bids on actually getting somebody to start sometime after the first week of August to look into it.
Okay.
And see what we can come up with, and get that all put together, what we gotta do on that. The 3 properties that we talked about last month, we were trying to get them all notified to be here tonight. That didn't happen. They don't, locate the people to serve. They're not answering doors and returning anything. So one of them, Jim come up with a possible address that we got in Mitchell for one of the Carneses live at. So we're gonna try that next. Or I guess you got Kenny Stiles notified this.
Talked to him, and he said he's trying to get something done. He owes it.
Which property is that?
That's when it's Stetson and Liberty.
583
It's a
Liberty.
sheriff's sale. We advertised, or it was advertised for sheriff's sale last week.
Well, that's probably why the,
That one, we've had several complaints.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The Duke and,
Sure, yeah.
And
There's
it's,
several.
When will the sheriff's sale
Hey,
be
y'all
on?
very much.
It's early August, I think.
So the sheriff's sale, will that be final or is that one of them where you have to wait a year before you can redeem?
No, that's a tax sale, what you're
Okay,
talking about.
so this is
You're
different.
just buying a lien in a tax sale,
Okay,
and you have to apply for a deed. A sheriff's sale is sold that day,
okay. So whoever,
and the lending institution puts in a bid, the first bid equal to whatever's owed on that. And then if you want it, you gotta bid higher than that.
so then it would go back to the bank or whoever has the mortgage. that no one else bids.
There's no other liens on it except federal. I think federal still pays, don't they? The only liens left after the sheriff's sale is federal lien.
So then after that, we could go to the bank or the mortgage company if they're indeed the ones that enter.
Yeah, you could, but they might take less.
Yeah.
Than what's owed to get rid of it.
Yeah, they probably don't want it. Okay. So really, we're in limbo until the sheriff's sale, basically.
Well, I mean, he owns it. He owns it
Still
till the
owns
sheriff's.
it.
Yeah, but he's not in.
So,
We have that
Would there
contract.
be any reason to proceed?
no,
That's why.
not until,
Yeah.
not until, what's wrong with it?
Well, it's just a.
It's just a-
it's got
yeah, it's another
vehicle,
junkie.
weeds. And we have talked to him, he said he was working on
Some young kid drives a motorcycle, that's his
it.
style.
He's got a guy
Yes,
that lives with him, I think.
there's a motorcycle on the front porch, a moped on the front porch. They have the
We
Ford
were
Ranger.
working on his motorcycle last night.
Yeah. They put the Ranger in the garage for a while and we talked to him last time. Now it's right back out in the yard again. So,
From a truck ranger or?
yeah, yeah,
Side by
a
side?
Ford Ranger.
Is there anything if we can't, is there any procedures if we can't find the owners? You know, like Toby says, we can't get them to answer the door, we can't serve them with papers.
Serving by publication. In a lawsuit. So, I mean, if it's just truly abandoned property.
Well, these we've got, that go, and if we can come up with this one down there, because before we're down there at Carnes, they would answer stuff, you know, they're not, you know, they're still paying the taxes on them, they're still doing, you know, they're just trying to track them down and get somebody when you can meet them in person to hand them up.
They did mow that yard though where that trailer's at.
Well, they have got it done.
They did mow it. But I think that machinery's still sitting in the yard.
Yeah, see, that's what belongs, that, the stuff that was sitting there, belonged to Carnes, that was part of their deal last summer when the nephew or whoever it was that called me and said, oh, I'm gonna take care of all this. And we started cleaning it up and he said, I'm getting rid of all that. And I went down there and him pulling across the road to Darla Joe Abel's trailer was getting rid of it.
Yeah.
And that's where it's set
That's
since then.
ever since then.
And we've just been back and forth with them, and so on that part of it. So we've got those, you know, to see where we go. We're still trying to make contact with these two
To get them
Just
set
to
up to
see-
be at the next
to be
meeting.
at the next meeting. And then if we don't do it at the next, for the August meeting, then maybe we can proceed with something. Something else.
Yeah, I mean, if we give them the opportunity, if we can't find it, you know, we'll just file an ordinance violation, serve them by publication.
We've had a complaint out here on Harding Street, house there at 512, there, Starnes had bought that house last year. And, I've sent them registered letters and they refused those 3 times. I sent Jim served them with paper. And then they called in here and which I don't know.
Oh, was that the one that you had some issues with?
Yes.
Yeah,
Yeah, okay.
yeah, we've had, and they're the ones that says that he's disabled so I don't know exactly what's going on. Jim was out there the other day and they started cleaning stuff up and really getting, after we talked to him this time. But then I guess I haven't got out there today. I've been going to Indianapolis all day, but Jim said last night, looked like that they moved the stuff from the front and just putting it behind the house, piling it up in the backyard. So I don't know. I've not been there today.
When I saw they were putting stuff on trailers, but a neighbor that wanted to remain anonymous wanted us to know that she felt like they were just moving stuff into the backyard. So I contacted Toby, let him know that Nick's my first good call if they're cleaning it up.
Yeah.
If I want to go back and check. But when I was there, they were putting stuff on trailers. I haven't been back there.
I'd say when you get a chance, check it out.
I'm gonna talk to him and see, because that's what the conversations I've had with her have been okay. When I was talking to Teresa, he was in the background and he called, he effing this, effing that, effing you do whatever. And I said, I finally I told Teresa, I said, this conversation is over. And until we can figure
figure something out. I said, I'm not gonna sit here and deal with this, so I just hung up the phone. And then she has stopped by and talked to the girls.
Yeah, I'd heard that.
And done that, so, I mean, she seems to be, I mean, talking to her, you know, it seems to be okay.
Yeah.
It's just when, but, he just went ballistic on the phone, and I'm not
We'll
doing that.
just follow up on it and see if they.
Yeah, I will
if
watch
they're-
it and see.
You know, if they're moving it out or just moving it around.
Yeah. And so, yeah, because when I talked to him, or what, I went out there and last fall, well, late fall maybe. Can't remember exactly what month it was in, but I left him a note, just a card on the door. And then just all of a sudden, you know, stuff started to get better. And I thought, okay, that's all stuff, you know, just.
And that's all we want.
And that's all we
Yeah.
want. And then, but then it went backwards and,
Okay.
so, we also notified Larry Paget over there at the ice cream shop on his chickens, before we confiscate chickens. But that's,
Well, he has a place for him to be in, right?
he's got a cage back there he's supposed to, I mean, did have, I didn't go check this time, talk to him. But he's got them running loose and they're on the neighbors and they're on the neighbors'
I'm sure the
porches
neighbors
and
don't want it,
steps and, so I'd made a couple different attempts to try to catch somebody and talk to them and they were never available or never answered the door.
You know what's funny about that? That corner always had chickens running loose when I was growing up. When, Mabel lived there, yeah. She always had chickens running loose.
So, and see, that's what, the day I was down there at the, I went to the ice cream shop and I said, well, if we, you know, if I can't get them to do something there, I'm gonna have Lonnie send them, because that's what, the
Yeah.
chicken was over there on the tables at the ice cream shop and the little kids out there petting the chicken and eating ice cream.
Yeah.
You know, that's, you know.
He's
that's
aware,
okay.
he's
I mean,
aware of the issues and
Yeah, he knows now, because I
Yeah.
actually served him. We got one permit for a new home, the one up here on the corner of Scott Darley. They're working on, and we're getting ready to we're working on, Justin Davis is getting ready to build 2 new homes, maybe 1 or 2. We figured out, he was wanting to do 2, and then we kind of talked him into, hopefully we've got him convinced that there's only really enough room for 1 there beside Robert. So we're working with him and he's agreeable, but he was still talking the other night that he might want to follow for a variance.
well, he can do that.
Well, and I told him, I said, the only thing it is, I said, what you're wanting to do is to do away with the setbacks.
Yeah.
And I said, I can tell you, I don't think it's going to do any good to apply to put 2 houses in there side by side, smack dead, you know, because he's talking about, to start with, he was talking about cutting back the variances or the setbacks, like cutting them in half.
Yeah.
And I said, I just don't think that that's going, you know, that anybody on the plan commission or the council will vote to do away with it. I said, that's why we put it in there.
That's a 80 by 60 lot, isn't it? So it'd be 280, but 80s.
There's 280, there's two,
We've done it on Habitat's done it on several lots and it had no problems at all with setback. He's gonna build a great big house.
well, that's what I'm saying. On what he's wanting to do, he's wanting to put, because he's wanting to build 2 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom, carport. I mean, the drawings that he's got are nice looking houses and one of them would
Maybe
be
too
great,
big for 2 in one lot.
but it's too big because when he sets it in there, I mean, there's just not enough room. So I told him, I said, you need to get back with your architect or your and talk to him and just see, you know, the guy that's drawing this up for him.
But he's still welcome to go for a variance.
Well, I told him, I said, yeah, you can do it. I said, it's just gonna set you back a little bit time-wise. So,
What was on that lot? Who was that lot? Paul Burton?
Oh, it's the one on the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, the one that Joanne used to own. Yeah, okay, I know what we're talking about now.
Okay.
Jenkins' house.
Todd Kellums used to live there.
Is that who it was? Yeah. Okay.
We got, and Riverview Farms, they did, the guy that, the engineer and surveyor, that they're getting ready, they're working on their plot design out there, what they're gonna do. And, so he's supposed to get back with us on that.
We really don't have a role in that except whether it meets land use.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's what he's getting and taking care of that, that's what he's
You
drawn
know,
up.
on the corner out there,
Yeah, that,
of course, that'll be, the state will be in charge of all that.
yeah, the state's gonna do the, as far as the driveway and stuff on that, that's all there. And they're gonna set it way back off the road, so there's nothing there, and they've already figured out everything on the sewer and water, got that lined out. So, basically, it's, everything's
Moving
Is
set
that
to go.
gonna be where that proposed annexation was, or it might be, I don't know what kind of buildings they have, but that's right in the flight line of the airport.
Hopefully it won't be too tall.
There's some restrictions on that, as far as back from the airport, higher you can go.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he's looking into. The guy that's doing this, he said they're taking into consideration that they're putting it's gonna be way back off the road from what he was telling. So I can't tell you exact, footage on it, but he said it's gonna be back. So I think, that's probably gonna be okay. One other thing is, we've still got, going back to Gunther's house up here. If, we're not, I've lost all contact with the girl from Chicago. She don't call, she don't answer anything. I've tried 19 times over the last few months to talk to her. The contractor that works with Indiana Landmarks is very interested in buying that house to restore. But what he's coming up with the same thing that we've got that we can't get. So I don't know. I mean, is there any other avenues right now that we can go legally to, because this is still tied up in an estate?
Is it non-compliant?
I would think it definitely be non-compliant.
Yeah, I mean,
For
for me, I'm saying it's non-compliant.
Then let's file an ordinance violation. See if we can get their attention.
Okay, sounds good.
Is that Greg from Indiana Landmarks?
Well, it's through Greg. He's not the one. They've got a contractor that buys a lot of these. He owns several of them that he's redone. He's the one that done the one down Campbellsburg. He just he finished it up last year.
Yeah, it was two.
Yep, and he's got it. And so he is definitely interested if we can get something. And I thought there for a little while that Jennifer, she was talking, she was kind of halfway going along, and then just all of a sudden, she just don't want to talk to nobody.
Yeah.
And I've tried everything I can do. I mean, as far as my standpoint, trying to contact her, telephone, emails, everything. And she there for a little while, like I said, just for a while back in the winter time, she was kind of okay.
Let's
Just
do
post
what
one of
Tom
the-
Hall's.
Yeah, post one of those hearing notices. To tell her she needs to be here, or whoever's occupying, or whoever owns it. A representative from the estate needs to be here 1st of August, first Wednesday in August. And then when they don't show up, or if they do show up, we can talk to them. If they don't, we'll file an ordinance violation.
Okay.
So we need to make sure that the violations that we cite are truly there too.
Yeah.
Yes.
There's a lot of subjective decisions going on in our,
It's got blended out of the front
it
of it.
looks like.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I think it probably falls under the unsafe building, but
Yeah, it
that's Toby's determination.
Yeah, it's as it says right now, it is definitely an unsafe building.
There's a seminar, talking about unsafe buildings, there's a seminar that Ames having, that gives you a lot of pointers on the unsafe buildings, how to enforce.
Who's having that? Oh,
Hey.
yeah.
I just noticed it in the list. It's like this place down on Jackson Street. If you mowed the yard, does that clear him, or what else is there that we may think's
Yeah.
a violation that may not be.
Go like that down there, we'll see, we've got the trailer sitting there that's been there, with no, unless somebody's done something, I don't think there's, the water turns on down there. I think we
Because
could,
that one where there's a bunch of lumber standing up, piled up over the edge, two by something or others. There was one place down through there that had,
this is right on the corner, right across from Carnes there, it's, there's an old, just a single wide trailer.
it's west of, Pools, isn't it?
Yes, you're talking about the one that's on the south side of the road, right? Yeah, that one there.
Okay, that's the one, that's Carnes.
That's where Shirley, I think that Shirley used to live there, is that right? He worked at the bank?
He lived in the next house. He lived in the next house.
Oh, okay.
Where all the cars is parked in the yard.
But that house, I mean, the garage is falling in. I mean,
Yeah,
it's a
all-
dangerous, it's
and
a,
the-
part of it's dangerous. I don't know if the whole thing's dangerous, but.
The trailer about back, that's, I mean, it's a disaster. And then this other one we're talking about is right across the road
Street.
from the,
Yeah.
on the northeast corner of the intersection. It's a single wide mobile home.
But it's got the windows broke out of
The
it.
windows
yes.
broke out of it.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously a health hazard.
Right.
Is that where, Bethel Webster used to?
I think that's right, yes, that's where she used to live.
Because the only thing I looked on there, it's Darla Joe Abel, and it's been in there for several, she's had it on, her name's been on it now for several years.
Yeah.
But she lives in Bedford and not been able to contact her.
Well, let's follow through with all that, okay?
Okay. If we want to do you want to look through on those two as being, and file through as unsafe?
If you think they are, yeah.
Or
I
we
mean,
can
we
judge
need to-
that to be
Like
unsafe?
John said, we need to make sure that we're using the same criteria. But I mean, I'm thinking broken windows and,
Yeah.
something to
Well,
break in and break out. No
Judge
electricity.
the judge gonna make the final decision.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the trailer, I mean, it's sitting there, I mean, it's, according to our ordinance, it should have been moved
Yeah.
anyway.
I mean, if they,
It's been over
if
12
they
months.
wanted to take care of it, it would be fine to have it there. But, the windows break out. It's,
See, that one back behind the other Carnes house there, see, that trailer's been there for,
is that like an RV trailer or is that?
no, I think it's like a 1950.
Oh, okay, I thought it looked like a little RV or something.
Yeah, that's what it is. I mean, those old trailers were like 35 feet long. And it's a disaster.
Yeah, let's
Yeah,
follow
we can-
through with that.
Okay, let's do that.
Anybody else have anything for him? Okay. Randy, cardboard recycling update, is that you?
Okay, no, it's actually me.
Okay.
I did talk to John Mayer, who is the head of Morris County Recycling, about the proposal that they submitted. We had signed off on that and said we were kind of okay with establishing a cardboard pickup area and putting that together with relocating the band parents' can collection. This was a little different information than what we got initially from Tom and Mrs. Pickens when they were here. They were looking to buy some units that would be used for the purpose of so the cardboard could be contained. It's broke down, it's got a door on it, so it's all self-contained. So they're looking to buy a couple of those things. Now, what John told me, which was different than what we had been told initially, was that they would propose having one of our town employees, when that was full, hooking that up to one of our vehicles and taking it to Paoli and bringing back an empty unit. And they would always keep one empty unit ready for it. Now, we were told that we really wouldn't have anything
That's what I
responsibility.
understand. Yeah, we weren't doing
So I
anything.
did tell him, I said, John, that's something we have to go back and talk about, because that was not proposed to us. And, I don't know, I'm not speaking for Daniel, whether that's something, that'd be another thing we have to be
Well, then the
responsible.
other problem that might occur with that is, then there's no one to take care of, make sure it's cleaned up around.
Right.
What, Wally and the guy comes to my place every Monday.
Yeah.
Picks up cardboard for the post office and me and newspapers and so forth, wondering why they can't just pick it
I
up.
don't know why, John, but they're looking solid waste or whoever, they're looking to buy.
I'm not in favor of us having
Well,
to take care of it, take it
We
to
were
it,
not, that's not what we agreed to do.
Yeah, I'm not in favor of us taking care of it either.
and clean it up around.
Yeah, and that's, my biggest thing is clean up around it.
So you want me to go back and tell him that that was what we
Yeah, that's-
agreed to do?
That is definitely not what
If
we
that's
agreed
in
to.
one wall and that other guy can't pick it up on Monday.
Then the second part of that would be the metal cans and trying to get that out. Do we have any thought process on that about,
Have you heard any word from the band?
They're making
the
a,
band parents are fine.
the
if they
band
move
parents,
it.
Oh, they want us to move.
Yeah, they
Oh,
don't
okay.
care, but we've got to have a container.
and they're making a container, I understand, at the school. There's a plan to create a new
Well-
container for that, the shop classes.
But if you give them specs on how big it can be, they're not started on it yet, Daniel needs to talk to them about how much room they got.
Well, the shop class wouldn't be working.
No, but Jeremy, I think there's been some conversation with Jeremy Smith to construct something new. So Danny, we just need to give him the specs.
Okay.
But in the interim time, is there anything we can do to get that moved away so we can put our fence up and do our,
Yeah, just so we go ahead and move forward.
so we can move forward rather than just
Yeah,
Can we
it's
take the
gonna
whole
start
thing?
from another,
6
Well-
4 weeks?
another 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
And, well, actually, maybe
Well,
let,
Will the band parents be upset if we just move it
No,
ourselves?
I don't think they would, but Danny, it falls apart.
Yeah, then where do you, yeah.
Right.
we'll take the cans out of it and bulldoze it, that's what's gonna have to do it anyway. You can't move it, it's got posts in the ground.
Oh, is that right? Oh,
I'm pretty sure.
okay, so it's not important.
Where are you gonna put the cans at?
Rent a dumpster.
Is it full now, I suppose, or?
Rent a
That
dumpster.
probably is. Maybe we can tell them to take the cans and to recycling and not collect anymore and let us move the
Yeah.
container.
Yeah.
We
Or
might
just
get
knock
it,
it down.
yeah, it might get it empty
Yeah.
first.
I think people that's got cans for now can take them to a little
Right.
What's the
habitat
head
for
of the
humanity.
grandparents' name?
I've got her name, John. They work
They
with
talk
the
to
dogwood. Yeah. It's new people in the band.
Well, maybe we could get them to do that. If they would just get all the cans out of there, we'll tear it down.
Okay.
And then we'll have a place for them later. Whenever they get the thing built.
Are we still in agreement to put it on that street, right, that?
Yeah,
is that
and I think that's why we need to make sure we get the right dimensions for it, so it doesn't get out in the street.
If you come out to the curb, I think it ought to be attached to that building. Just build a shed roof and put a.
Yeah,
Or fence
we'll
around.
lean to a wire fence.
Yeah.
that would be fine.
But if the school wants to build something to have their mascot or whatever, we should.
They were talking about building a dog house.
Yeah,
looking
dog
down,
house kind of thing.
Have the shop boys cook.
Something like the habitat for humanity.
So you gotta think about aesthetics.
Okay, well, let's see if we can't move forward.
Okay,
and get that.
I'll talk to John and ask questions and we'll get back to the band parents about emptying the cans.
Okay, new business, I'm not sure what this project,
Well, Region 15, we've, ever so many years, we do an updated list and kind of prioritizing some things. And so Region 15, one of the things they do for cities and towns is look for grant funding, look for monies that could be used. So we submit a list of projects or things that we're working on or ongoing things. So they're just asking you to review that and
I think I
update
saw
that.
this.
Well, we've done that several years. So
Or SIDS report or something like that.
So it really doesn't do anything other than gives them something to, for their files.
So do we need to
If
do,
you're okay with the list that we have, unless you want to add something, I'll submit it back and Randy's board will take that up.
Southern Indiana Rails and Trails, is that, I mean.
That's pretty well done. I mean, yeah, so that probably could be removed.
Road improvements, what are we doing with road improvements?
Well,
What are we doing with
when we started, that was like community crossing, we had a goal to repair all the streets in town.
Everything we got.
But
okay,
really,
also-
it just kind of goes into their master plan for projects.
I don't know, I got from Randy, who got it from, but there was some concern that Region 15 was going to run out, PDA might be going away, and that's where they get their main money.
Right.
So they, I think Nathan had asked us to contact their lawmaker.
But I wonder if there's anything in the big beautiful bill that was addressing that. last,
Keep it going.
Okay.
if, you know, that don't mean they can't.
Restore.
Yeah, that's Congress.
This, well, this don't take effect until October 1st. The big deal. The Doge that's lots of stuff.
Okay, we got a request for the use of the ball fields.
I
on the
just wanted to
second
kind of
part.
let you guys kind of okay that Eric Riley, and I did verify, you know, that he was Orleans kid, it's attorney. They are gonna charge, you know, they're gonna charge people, teams to participate, they're gonna charge for parking. And I said, you know, the town hasn't really charged for use of the fields if it's Orleans kids, but if you guys are making money off of it, you know, we would encourage you to consider giving a donation back to Summer League, because that helps us with the expense of maintaining the fields and the lights and the bathrooms and all that. So we agreed to do that. So if they're wanting to use the fields on the 2nd and 3rd.
That doesn't interfere, we give somebody else permission to use it.
But that's Tim Gray, that's
And
not
that's,
the
but that's
difference.
not the same time, so it won't interfere, okay.
If the 10th or something, we're gonna
I-
go.
So, and I did tell him, you know, we'd like to have something in writing, a permission slip, a waiver, and all those things, the kind of things our insurance company wants to see in the file.
Do we need to make him additional insured?
I did ask for a certificate of insurance. Are you okay with that?
Yes,
I'd make a motion.
I'd say that it needs to be donations. I don't think they ought to charge.
No, I don't either, but they're making, you understand that in these
He's
ball
gonna
fields,
make some
like
money
at
off
Paoli,
it. It would be nice if he wanted to donate to our son.
they're making revenue.
It needs to go to Summer League
Yeah,
too, instead of us.
Okay, well, we need a motion or there's,
That you approve it.
we approve.
Put down whoever you want for a motion. and second.
I motioned it, he seconded it. We all
I
voted,
approve.
said yes.
Okay. This annual conference,
I just want to make you aware, by law, I have to get so much hours of training every year in my term. And this will be the annual conference of all the clerk treasurers from the state. And this will also be the State Board of Accounts, and it's at French Lick this year. So my staff will be participating in the day session. So there'll be some of that week that we won't be in the office per se. So I just want to make you aware of that. And State Board of Accounts is a call meeting that I have to attend.
Sure.
So.
and the budget prep.
Budget prep, I have some estimates. We did have a budget workshop yesterday. There really wasn't much ascertained from that meeting. I will have some more work to do, and then at the work session, we hope to have some estimates for you guys to be able to review. So I have most of the numbers already for the budget.
Daniel, in your report, you talked about sidewalks and said you couldn't, Bill was the only one that gave it a quote so far. I talked to John Stalker last night and told him that we were doing that. He said they would give us a quote if we wanted them to. He said, I'm sure we'll be higher, but he said if you need quotes to compare to, so if you just go see John down at ISI and just, I told him, I said, I'm not for sure what, I said, I know we want it by the foot, I think is the way we do it. And I think we do a lot of the repair work, is that right? So if you would just explain to him, and he said he'd be glad to give us a quote.
I think it's a good idea to do that.
Yeah, so he said he'd be glad to do that for us. Okay,
Thanks for getting the trash cans out for the ball field.
yeah. Okay, any other things we haven't talked about tonight? Anybody? Everybody?
What was the gas company doing back behind, not really today? Big hole dug right in the intersection of the alley, and put some kind of valve or something.
Oh, yeah, but they called in low grades on valve repair. I don't know if they were, they said they were having trouble, I forget what the term is, but however they locate, they were having trouble with the current getting through some stuff.
I did see where we got the pads poured, near the post office.
The water still stands over.
And I know, I saw that, but I mean, I don't know what else you can do.
But it's up on the thing,
Yeah.
so it's just a low place
Yeah,
where.
and maybe it will be somebody, you know,
Well,
water,
there wasn't a bit of water standing in the street.
yeah, so maybe it'll be a little cleaner. So, thank you, I'm glad that's done. Anybody else see anything else? We've got sewer adjustments,
I make a motion that we approve the Sewer adjustments.
I second it.
All those in favor of sewer adjustment, say aye.
Aye.
Have any resolutions?
No.
Okay, got to sign our claims?
I'll make a motion, sign the claim.
All right,
I second it.
all right. All those in favor of signing the claims, pay our bills?
Aye.
You need to sign this thing too. He signed it in the wrong place. He could have signed up here, you signed down here.
Oh, okay.
Just sign it. There's a bottom above there.
Everybody ready?
Anything else, anybody? If not,
I'd make a motion, we adjourn.
Oh, second.
all right, then motion to adjourn, second, all those in favor, say aye.
Aye.
Adjourn. Did you notice somebody in there?
Yeah.
Thank you.
We just, they're really, they're going.
It's really hard.
We need a red light.
Yeah.
We need a